Right, thank you for joining us at this time. This is News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The top stories. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says his administration will practice a style of democracy that eliminates poverty. Invaders threaten fresh attacks on the community in Plateau State. Central Bank of Nigeria says a volume of e-naira in circulation still insignificant. Details coming up shortly. Well, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I am Omar with a piece of summer. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said that his administration will practice a style of democracy that eliminates poverty while providing quality education for Nigerian children. This was revealed in a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale. The statement titled President Tinubu, Nigeria's progressive movement must deliver on quality education for all Nigerian children and jobs for youth, also quoted the president as saying that eliminating poverty and providing quality education would entail strong collaboration among the federal, state and local governments. Tinubu, who expressed support for the establishment of National Institute of Progressive Studies, said democracy must be progressive and inclusive and focus on addressing poverty by providing job opportunities for youth and quality education for all Nigerian children. The president said the institute was expected to conduct diligent research and educate all party members on the principles of democracy and good governance while providing a distinct identity for the party. To other matters, the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, has called on the newly promoted naval senior officers to intensify efforts towards curbing oil theft and other maritime crimes in the country. Ogala gave the charge yesterday in Abuja during the decoration ceremony of 6 officers with the rank of Commodore, 4 with Captain rank and 16 with Commander rank. Ogala, while urging them to give their best to rid the country of criminality, also reminded them that besides engagement in the maritime environment, the Navy was also involved in counter-terrorism operations in the northeast and northwest. Ogala, who was however represented by the Chief of Policy and Plans, Rear Admiral Joseph Akman, urged the officers not to take their promotions for granted. Now, invaders have threatened fresh attacks on the community in Plateau State today. Well, this is coming barely 4 days after 195 persons were killed in 17 communities across the state. The Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the Middle Belt Forum, Stanley Kabram, in an interview on a national television said the terrorist had sent a letter of an imminent attack to the Pushet community in Mangu local government area. When asked about the impending attack on the Pushet community, the police public relations officer in the state, Alabo Alfred, told the Punch newspaper that the command was aware of the threat and also assured of effort to avert it. Now, in the meantime, the governor of Sokoto State, Ahmad Aliyu, has signed into law a bill creating the Sokoto Community Guard Corps. The State House of Assembly had on December 21st approved the governor's proposal to establish a Community Guard Corps in the state. Speaking while signing the bill into law at the government house yesterday, the governor said his administration came up with the idea to support the effort of the President Bola Tinubu-led administration in providing adequate security for the populace. He added that the outfit was not to rival the police and called on security agencies to support the Community Guard Corps as they were there to assist in the drive to achieve a safe state. Now you're watching News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, the ban on transacting in cryptocurrencies has been lifted by the Apex Bank. What impact will this have on the economy? Details of this and more after the break. Do join us again. Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. This is News Analysis live on Politics and Business Television. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria says the volume of e-naira in circulation rose by 284.6% to 9.78 billion naira in August. This is as the volume of notes and coins declined by 14% to 2.65 trillion naira in August 2023. The Apex Bank disclosed this in its recently published economic report for August 2023. The Apex Bank noted that the volume of e-naira in circulation is still insignificant when compared to the coins and notes in circulation. It said, and I quote, "There was a substantial increase in the e-naira, which rose by 284.6% to 9.78 billion naira, although the ratio of e-naira to currency in circulation is at 0.37%, and that remains insignificant compared with notes and coins, which accounted for 99.63%. End of quote. Commenting on currency in circulation, the bank stated that this declined by 11.7% to 2.66 trillion naira in a month. It explained that currency in circulation, however, declined by 11.7% to 2.66 trillion, which moderated the growth in the reserve money. Also, the Central Bank of Nigeria has lifted a ban on transacting in cryptocurrencies. It will be recalled that the Apex Bank had in February 2021 barred banks and financial institutions from dealing in or facilitating transactions in crypto assets, citing money laundering and terrorism financing risks. However, the CBN, in its latest circular last week, said global trends had shown a need to regulate the activities of crypto transactions in the country. Now, joining us to discuss this is an economist and also lead researcher at Politics&BusinessTV.English, Adefolarin Olamilekon. He joins us live this afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Right, and also compliment of the season. It's good to see you.
Exactly.
Right. Today, let's talk about, this, the latest development around cryptocurrency transactions in the country. Of course, we understand that, this was actually, the CBN actually placed a ban on it in 2021. And we recall it actually sparked a lot of reactions because for a number of, users or believers of cryptocurrency, they actually say that, no, in other climes, this is what is actually, invoked. So why are we behind this stabilization or growth? But anyways, the good thing is the Central Bank of Nigeria has actually lifted the ban. Is that a pointer to the fact that we are still going to end this year on a positive note?
Definitely, there will be positive note from the economic aspect of the country. You can see what they are talking about, the email also from your report. But the key question still remains that as crypto being accepted globally, the question is still yes or no. But rather, the people who are pushing for cryptocurrency to be accepted globally and see a way of a fight, in a sense that the global monetary institutions like IMF and World Bank, European Bank, and other big international regional bank have agreed that crypto should be accepted into the mainstream of monetary policy, monetary financial institution policy. But we see how the stakeholders and actors, players in that sector of crypto still pushing and pushing. And we must understand that crypto have been with us for a very long time. It's not something that is just happening, although it became a norm in Nigeria after the MMM issue. Yet in Nigeria begin to wake up and say, okay, digital currency, digital fintech issue, we begin to use the internet to do one or two things. And it came as a result of when leading online marketing agencies started saying you can buy things online, pay things online, and that's where crypto came in. And crypto isn't something to pay things online. It didn't start with paying for something online. It started with getting having naira. You change it to dollar, then you buy a crypto worth of your dollar. You store it. It started like a store of wealth. The later you started again, you transit from store of wealth to store of transaction, in the sense that I need money from you, then I say, okay, give me crypto. Then you go and change your naira to dollar, then you change your dollar to crypto, then you send it to whoever you want to send it to.
And the value is far higher than, that of the naira, isn't it?
It is not. Let's break it down. People are just mistaken. If there's any consumption about the value is still based on dollar.
Okay. Because
it's dollar that will still determine the factor, because this is how it works. You have a naira, you have a crypto. Then how did you get your crypto? You follow the same process I'm going to explain now. You have a naira, you have somebody in Europe have a crypto. And what is crypto? It's just an inscription. It's the digital inscription that you cannot see physically, but you can see it as something that is working through the internet space. Now you have a naira of 10,000 naira. You change your 10,000 naira to dollar. How much would that give you in dollar rate? 10,000 naira will give you, if by the time you convert it to dollar, it's not up to, let's say, $10. Let's just say $10. Give you $10. Then you now buy a $10.
So the dollar is, I mean, is it 1,000 naira per dollar? Is that it?
Let's just put it at that. Or let me say 7.5.
Okay.
Okay, give you 7,500 and give you $7. Now that rate of 750 official rate. Now that $7.5 you need to buy a crypto worth of $7.5. Then your dollar is no more available. You now have a crypto. Now when you want to convert your crypto to spend it, you have to get your crypto converted back to dollar. Then you now convert it to naira. So which rate are we still using?
So the value is still the same.
You see the same as it falls through the dollar issue. But where there is not an innovation around this now. When you want to buy things, some people are not accepting crypto to buy things on the space. Now you can now use crypto currency to now buy a phone for people who are accepting it. But that's when you now have an issue at the international level that IMF and World Bank can say no, we cannot have this to happen because crypto is unregulated.
Okay, right. The Apex Bank now is saying that the reason why they decided to rescind the decision of banning cryptocurrency transactions in the country in 2021 is in accordance with global trends. The question now would be, how justified is this decision? Because the federal government had actually cited instances of money laundering and terrorism, financing. So lifting the ban, what does that tell you?
I think for me, you have to be critical about the issue.
Is it even realistic in the first place?
The issue is you have before go to the realistic aspect. Now, if you remember the campaign period of election, what did the president Tinubu promise the youth?
He promised a lot.
One particular aspect that he promised them, when he was the campaign he did somewhere, they said he gather all these ICT guys together, either in Abuja or in Lagos. He had one in Abuja. He had one with all the ICT digital inclined individuals. That's why he appointed someone from the digital inclined youth to be Minister of Digital Communication and Digital Economy and Communication. If you remember, the person that is in charge of the minister also
tech savvy.
Tech savvy. He has a fintech company that he owns. So when he gathered all these guys together, one of the challenges they told him was that we need to bring crypto back, and he promised them. It's not about global anything. The global what they are talking about. When this news about crypto is coming up, they say US has already applied it. And we do research. There was an application of people who collect crypto in US. It's just a segment of people who believe that they want crypto to come in as a means of transaction. They are pushing the propaganda. And they push the propaganda during Donald Trump government before Biden came to power. They push the propaganda to the point that Donald Trump almost fell into that trap. But when the new government in the US came, everybody dumped issue of crypto. That's why you see that at a point in time they were bringing all manner of celebrities, actors, actresses across the world to be involved. That's why most of them are buying crypto worth of billions. Elon Musk, with X, bought billions of crypto. Ask him whether he's not crypto as his capital base. No. The guy that owns there's one other guy that owns WhatsApp before Facebook bought it for him. He also bought a lot of crypto in billions. Ask these guys now, are they still holding crypto as a capital? No. So when the propaganda was being pushed out there and they face another bigger propaganda from IMF, from World Bank and from all other international agencies and monetary powers, the propaganda died. So it is not about global trade, it is just the promise that the president made to the youth that he's going to bring crypto back.
We've been having conversations around having a digital economy for God knows how long now. So perhaps this is just a pointer to the fact that, the digital economy in Nigeria is about to, be a reality.
What is digital economy? We should stop deceiving ourselves with this grammar about that. What is digital economy? Is simply buying and selling online, pay for transaction. And if a process will not be globally recognized and globally accepted by people that may be in terms of monetary power, so what are you going for it for? I'm not saying that at the end of the day we may not have the benefit of the good side of it, but something that at the end of the day could become a challenge to us. This is a blockchain technology aspect. Although over the years, within the 4-5 years that it was banned and major people shift for analysis about crypto, the guys they quickly diversified. Most of the guys that are into fintech now were the one operating crypto before. So when they discover that the government will not be listening to anybody, the global world is not even paying attention to it, they diversify into fintech. That's why you can have the likes of, maybe permit me to mention name, popular one, Footwave, a lot of fintech who have been buying and selling online. So the next stage of crypto now is how to use crypto to be buying things directly. They have moved from the store of wealth. I said earlier, it was like a store of wealth. Yeah. Now they are now moving to the point whereby it can now become acceptable as a currency apart from the dollar. Now, if you now accept something that cannot be regulated by a corporation or by a government, how would it work?
So, a takeaway from your analysis at this point is the fact that the federal government lifting the ban is not justified.
It's not. For me, it's political. It's just to ensure that certain individuals are satisfied with the caprice and wants of the government.
Now, that speaks volumes to say that it is political. Now, for a nation like Nigeria, which is reported to have the highest rate of cryptocurrency adoption after India, are you trying to say that...
When last do you see people having such numbers?
Are you trying to say that, the ban, as at when the federal government actually, placed a ban on these cryptocurrency transactions or transacting as it were in 2021, are you trying to say that there were no losses recorded?
Look at it this way. When the entire world was against crypto, what were the reasons that the Nigerian government was joined the fray? It was being used by terrorists, it was being used by illicit money transfer, it was being used by drugs, it was being used by certain individuals that kept their wealth away from tax, who are evading tax. You check all the issues that was being raised against crypto, and now the issue that the government is raising to bring it back. Are we sure that it's not political? It's just to satisfy some certain individual interest, and that is just it. And as I said, it was during the campaign period that the president made mention of making sure that the young ones who are also already imbibed in crypto get it back, and that's why you see that they are bringing it back. But whether they are going to make better use of it or they are going to make better use of it, that's not it. Or whether at the end of the day, the IMF and World Bank could be, because the thing is that when it comes to global monetary operation, global monetary observation or monetary evaluation, it falls into the category of US government, IMF, World Bank, European Bank, and other regional banks also. Because if they don't agree that this should be a formal transaction, take for instance, major oil companies, major oil dealers, are they going to be accepting crypto as means of payment? Because what we are doing to now is...
But the only thing constant in life is change, right? So, I mean, before now we used coins to transact.
Exactly.
Before we had the Naira notes. And even now, I mean, there are reports that the economy has been dollarized. I mean, no one is trying to justify that, but that just to tell you, the chain, the progression of events so far.
Nobody is against change. We are looking for change that will not substitute or that will not exploit the ordinary people.
Okay, so now for a government that has been hell-bent on addressing terrorism, financing, and also money laundering, receiving this decision, what implication do you think it will have?
It's a universal policy, because already it has been established that this is the channel that this set of people use to load their ill-gotten criminal wealth. Now they are not bringing it back. But the bringing it back is that, according to the CBN, they are going to regulate it. The regulation now means that, if you remember another thing about this cryptocurrency, it was because of the fear of cryptocurrency that CBN established in Naira.
Right.
And that was when these guys who are stakeholders in cryptocurrency discovered that in Naira have taken a share of them. Most of them have diversified into cryptocurrency, become a means of payment. But initially, it wasn't a means of payment, it was a means of store of what? Wealth. But now they have diversified. The e-naira is now gaining ground. Now government need to bring it. And don't be surprised that there was nothing that CBN will be bringing it into it. That they are going to collapse it in a way that it's going to work for e-naira. Because if they don't do that, they just allow this to flow. Because the way cryptocurrency is that there is no control anywhere.
Has the e-naira scheme recorded any gains?
It does now. That's why they are telling you that over 9.7 billion naira is being traded on e-naira.
You're not sure that is just some sort of...
No. At the point that the former CBN governor and others under him were pushing e-naira, it became a popular commercial currency platform for Nigerians. People already embracing it, but because of the naira redesigning stuff that now came after it, that's when Nigerians now say, with this one that has come with e-naira, whatever, my money got stuck into it, and that's what happened.
Anyways, let's get sense of what cryptocurrency is from Bitcoin, because over time when you have these tech savvy guys talk about cryptocurrency, they just have a way of bringing in Bitcoin and other stuff like that.
Exactly.
What is really the difference between cryptocurrency and Bitcoin?
Now, if you know what I said from the beginning, crypto was the last resort of them all, in the sense that it was just a store of wealth. When criminal gangs want to exchange their money, they convert their national currency into dollar, then they buy crypto and store it. So nobody knows where the money is. There's no address, there's no trace. You get it?
Okay.
Now, coin on its own was like a trading currency, whereby you buy it, you can now use to change, you can use to buy, you can use to exchange. But it wasn't as a store of wealth because it falls. But crypto remains there. As when it goes to get it, it remains there. But coin falls, and that's why coin was regulated. Now Binance and the rest of them.
Yeah.
But on the other hand of it is that coin was not gaining more ground because many people are now losing their money. That's why I say that I think towards any of this year, a lot of people in the coin sector are losing money gradually. So many people now say, okay, because we have multiple of coin. You have different kind of coin and the rest of them are just so nobody trusts anybody, and it now become a platform whereby other criminal activities whereby they want to defraud people, they want to defraud people now came into existence, and that's why people now walk away from coin. But many people are still there, but crypto remains the main source whereby anybody want to digital currency, digital money still falls back because in its own way of storing wealth still remains very intact and it cannot be easily traced who owns a particular crypto.
Do you think that the federal government or the Apex Bank, as it were, will be able to regulate cryptocurrency transactions now that the ban has been lifted?
The thing is that it's just going to be a confusion because when the stakeholders are here, the blockchain stakeholders, operators are here. They don't call themselves cryptocurrency stakeholders, they call themselves blockchain technology stakeholders because I've attended several of their meetings, I've been part of them as an economist. But the issue still means that crypto is kept out of it because of the every government across the world have on crypto because of terrorists and the rest of them, illicit funds and the rest of them. So people doesn't want to be associated with it. But what they want to do, they want to bring it in and transform the use of crypto into a means of exchange, a means of buying and selling. But not the other way of we cannot identify the money. If by the time CBN bring the regulation out now, many of the stakeholders will not know it because it will be very strict. They will have their identity. They have everything about you. The other way around.
What makes you sound very optimistic that it's going to be very strong, that it's going to hold us at the end of the day.
Yes.
Requesting for identity and all that. But we've had issues around data collection in this country when it has to do with someone's identity and also tracing unscrupulous elements in the country. We recall when Nigerians were made to go through some sort of stress to link their NIN to their service SIM cards, their bank accounts and all of that. Yet we still have these kidnappers who kidnap people for ransom. They have a way of reaching out to the family members of their victims and they request for outrageous amounts of money.
And they get away with it. Yeah, because the data are there and nobody is working on the data. And you know what you can also tell the family of the people kidnapped, don't inform them of what you have done, or it will kill the victim. And that's what the government doesn't want to do, so they will just keep quiet. But if you know that the government will work on the data from the transaction to everything, they will work on it. Although some succeeded, there are arrested some people that have been doing a lot, but the one that they are interested in, they are interested. But what I'm trying to point out, people who are in the stakeholders of blockchain will not think that the way crypto operate on the global scale they are talking about is what the Nigerian government will allow it to operate in.
Okay, well, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that the federal government, of course, with the Apex Bank, will be able to come up with, strict and realistic regulations, to address and also monitor the activities around cryptocurrency transaction in the country. But in that regard, obviously, we should also anticipate some sort of crypto economy, a thing like that. But what do you think is going to look like?
It's not going to be far away from the email. Let's just understand what the government intention is.
But how do we have crypto and e-naira? How can they work side by side?
It work in the sense that you have crypto, you want to trade in crypto, you want crypto to be your source of wealth or want to use it as a means of transaction. Definitely you have to pass through the channel of what e-naira is doing. That's what it means. But the other one that you want to use it to be sending money to unidentified source or receiving money from unidentified source, that's where the government will not be comfortable with. And that's what we need to understand about the relation of the ban and the regulation coming into effect. Because What government is interested in is that we will have this to operate, but we must know who and who is doing things on it. That is the simplicity of it all. Because if they don't do that, then I don't know whether you have come across documentaries about crypto billionaires. They don't expose their face. They wear masks. They wear aluminum masks.
For security
reasons. And they are billionaires in crypto, not in dollar, billionaires in crypto. And one of the essence of doing that, because the money they are keeping is not theirs. It belongs to somebody else. It could belong to a drug cartel. It could belong to a terrorist group. So will the government of Nigeria allow that to happen?
Well, indeed, this might be a tall order for the government at the end of the day in the bid to regulate the activities of, cryptocurrency, transactions in the country. But of course, we just have to keep our fingers crossed and see, the outcome of this development. Adefola, and I must thank you so much for your time and analysis on the program. Thank you very much. Adefola Olamilekon is an economist and also lead researcher at Politics Analytics. And that's it for news and analysis today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I am Omohefe Osemere, and don't forget you can follow us across social media platforms at Politics and Business TV. Compliments of the season.